next in your forecast.
Live from Chicago, this is Fox 32 News at 9.
And thanks for joining us here on Fox Local. I'm Terrence Lee. Meteorologist Mark Strell joins us now with the first check of the forecast. How's our weekend looking?
I got to tell you, it's not looking too bad. We've got some sunshine coming our way after about 4 days of a lot of cloud cover around Chicago. And we also have some warmer temperatures. Now, we're late November, so it's not like we're pushing into the 60s or 70s, but we're pushing into the 50s, and that's pretty good, especially compared to, or in combination with the sunshine. Right now we have mostly cloudy skies across the city, but that will be changing over the course of the next couple of hours. After midnight tonight, I expect drier conditions to move in, pushing those stubborn clouds away and also pushing away this rainfall. We've had some showers, primarily along and south of Interstate 80. We're still seeing some rainfall through LaSalle County, Grundy County, into parts of southern Will and Kankakee counties. There's been a little bit of light rainfall stretching again along and south of Interstate 80 through northwest Indiana. But we haven't had any rainfall here downtown. Most of the city stayed dry. It's only been the far extreme south and southwest neighborhoods that have seen some rainfall. And we could kind of use it. The rain bank has been empty, and it's time to put another deposit back in the rain bank. There is more sunshine, though, in your forecast. I'll tell you all about that. I have the 7-day forecast coming up.
All right, see you then. Well, lawmakers in D.C. want answers from the Chicago Teachers Union. They say members deserve a straight look at the books, and now they're demanding the paperwork. Political reporter Paris Schutz has what sparked the push.
We just obtained this letter tonight from the House Education and Workforce Committee sent yesterday to CTU President Stacey Davis Gates. It is asking the CTU to turn over financial audits of the organization between the years 2019 and 2024. The letter claims the union has not been transparent with its members about its financial situation. They've spent millions on political campaigns, like the one electing Brandon Johnson for mayor. The letter states the union's own bylaws require it to produce a financial audit and share it with members, and it has not done so. Quote, the committee understands that CTU leadership has actively sought to keep complete financial information from its own members who continue to request that audits be published. For example, we understand you impugned a member's request that audits be published by maligning that request as a racist, quote, dog whistle. The letter gives CTU by December 8th to produce the records, although it does not say it will subpoena them if CTU fails to produce.
Essentially, what the committee is saying is you need to produce these audits, and if you don't, then clearly there is a lack or a deficiency in the current law that provides for these. Now, according to the union's own bylaws, it says they must produce these audits for members. That's why members are suing.
A Cook County judge is considering an ongoing lawsuit filed by a disgruntled member who has fought leaders to produce those records. CTU leaders have repeatedly stonewalled those requests as the case drags on.
If the union continues to refuse to provide this basic transparency measure to members, you could absolutely see further federal action.
The committee says the purpose of these audits is to see if they need to make legislative changes to the nation's labor laws to compel unions to disclose their financials. A CTU spokesperson did not have comment tonight. Reporting from the newsroom, Paris Schutz, Fox 32 Chicago.
All right, Paris, thank you. We'll be right back. Money questions are now circling the CTU. Why federal lawmakers want more information about the union's finances. Thousands came downtown tonight for the city's Christmas tree lighting. It's a live look right now. We'll show you some of the big moments. The CTU. Why federal lawmakers want more information about the union's finances. Thousands came downtown tonight for the city's Christmas tree lighting. It's a live look right now. We'll show you some of the big moments from the night. And with so many events this weekend, from the Lincoln Park Zoo lights to the Bears game, we're tracking what to expect in your forecast.
Live from Chicago, this is Fox 32 News at 9.
And I hope all is well. I'm Terrence Lee. Let's start with the first check of your forecast. Meteorologist Mark Stroh is standing by to run us through the weekend.
Yeah, we've got a great looking weekend forecast coming your way. We've got some sunshine along with temperatures into the 50s. We are looking forward to breaking free from that cloud cover, which is still overhead of Chicago here this evening. But after midnight tonight, I expect to see those skies part. The rainfall that we've had along and south of Interstate 80 will continue to push away. And our temperatures, well, they've been in the 40s. When the cloud cover departs, temperatures tonight fall into the 30s. But great weather coming your way Saturday and Sunday. Details coming up.
All right, we'll see you then. Lawmakers in D.C. want answers from the Chicago Teachers Union. They say members deserve a straight look at the books, and now they're demanding the paperwork. Political reporter Paris Schutz has what sparked the push.
We just obtained this letter tonight from the House Education and Workforce Committee, sent yesterday to CTU President Stacey Davis Gates. It is asking the CTU to turn over financial audits of the organization between the years 2019 and 2024. The letter claims the union has not been transparent with its members about its financial situation. They've spent millions on political campaigns, like the one electing Brandon Johnson for mayor. The letter states the union's own bylaws require it to produce a financial audit and share it with members, and it has not done so. Quote, "The committee understands that CTU leadership has actively sought to keep complete financial information from its own members who continue to request that audits be published. For example, we understand you impugned a member's request that audits be published by maligning that request as a racist, quote, dog whistle. The letter gives CTU by December 8th to produce the records, although it does not say it will subpoena them if CTU fails to produce."
Essentially, what the committee is saying is you need to produce these audits, and if you don't, then clearly there is a lack or a deficiency in the current law that provides for these. Now, according to the union's own bylaws, it says they must produce these audits for members. That's why members are suing.
A Cook County judge is considering an ongoing lawsuit filed by a disgruntled member who has fought leaders to produce those records. CTU leaders have repeatedly stonewalled those requests as the case drags on.
If the union continues to refuse to provide this basic transparency measure to members, you could absolutely see further federal action.
The committee says the purpose of these audits is to see if they need to make legislative changes to the nation's labor laws to compel unions to disclose their financials. A CTU spokesperson did not have comment tonight. Reporting from the newsroom, Paris Schutz, Fox 32 Chicago.
We have an update tonight on the CTA Blue Line case. A judge is keeping the man accused of setting a woman on fire in custody for now. Lawrence Reed told the judge today he agrees with the decision to keep him locked up, saying it's for his own safety. Investigators say Reed filled a small bottle with gas at a Citgo station, boarded the train, and then attacked her minutes later. Her family is keeping her name and condition private while she recovers at Stroger Hospital. From that courtroom fight to the one tied to the holidays, a toy company in Vernon Hills is waiting to hear from the Supreme Court. They're challenging the Trump administration's tariffs, and the decision could hit right as shoppers start buying presents. Casey Cronus has what it means for them.
And it could take several more months for that opinion to be issued by the justices. If they rule in favor of the toy company, their business and others could be owed millions by the U.S. government. Based in Vernon Hills, the family-owned company houses several educational toy brands, including learning resources and Hand to Mind.
So the way that Canoodle works is you take the pieces out and you can solve different puzzles. Shake the case up, see where they land, and now I have to solve this puzzle.
Since the tariffs were imposed, they've had to drastically alter where and how they manufacture products. The changes have also shrunk their purchasing window. Instead of buying 9 months out, they're now shopping only 3.
When the tariffs started rolling out in large forms in April, we were actually already starting to manufacture next year's holiday toys, which is why the timing of it was so disruptive.
About 2 weeks ago, the U.S. Supreme Court heard their case. Their family was there to witness it. Alana Ruffman, the VP of Marketing for Hand to Mind, shares more about the once-in-a-lifetime experience.
The Supreme Court acknowledges that it's such a significant case, and that's because of the economic implications. So it's $50 billion a month that's at stake that the government is collecting right now in tariff revenue. It's a privilege to be in a place where we're allowed to raise our hands and say we think this isn't right.
Ruffman says the family-owned business last year spent roughly $2 million on tariffs, but this year they're on track to spend $14 million. Still, she says they've worked hard to avoid passing those costs to consumers. With Black Friday 1 week out and holiday shopping on the mind, I also spoke with Jean-Pierre Dubé.
I think the big question mark really is going to rely on how big the inventories are that retailers accumulated this year.
A professor with the University of Chicago Booth School of Business, he anticipates we might see better deals, and people may splurge this holiday because they spent the year being more frugal due to higher prices all around.
They feel they've licensed themselves to splurge, and people can surprise you and suddenly buy, especially if there's a deal associated with it, something that seems more frivolous because they owe it to themselves.
Back to that SCOTUS case, Ruffman says even when a decision is reached, it could take years to rectify the situation. Reporting downtown, Casey Cronus, Fox 32, Chicago.
Back in the city, a big shift for how gun cases move through the system. The state's attorney's office is expanding a program that lets CPD file some felony gun charges directly. Prosecutors will still review cases early, but the goal is to free up time for cases that involve victims. Now, this applies to 3 charges, specifically unlawful possession by a felon, and aggravated unlawful possession. At Northwestern Memorial, Reverend Jesse Jackson had 2 well-known visitors. Former President Bill Clinton and Secretary Hillary Clinton stopped by to see him. Rainbow Push says they thanked him for his decades of work. He's continuing treatment for PSP, a neurological disorder.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And with that, Chicago flipped the switch on the holidays tonight. A big crowd packed Millennium Park to see the tree light up. It's one of the tallest the city's had in years. Leslie Moreno shows us what it looks like.
Just a few hours ago, this entire plaza was filled with families and visitors waiting for that magical moment. There it is, big and beautiful, standing at nearly 7 stories tall. It's officially the holiday season here in Chicago. When the city flipped the switch, you could hear the cheers down Michigan Avenue.
It was really fun. Yeah, it was our first time, well, my first time, and it was fun.
Standing at 68 feet tall, Chicago's official Christmas tree, a Norway spruce towering over Millennium Park.
I mean, I almost cried, happy tears, I mean, it's so beautiful.
Fireworks and excitement filled the air as Chicago officially kicked off its holiday season.
I mean, just seeing so many people come together for something like this, it's just really special to know, like, everyone in our city loves our city, and we're able to come together and do stuff like this. It's really cool.
Thank you all so much for coming.
Cars and crowds packed Michigan Avenue, families coming from all over to witness the magical moment.
It's just been so fun. I don't know. I love the music, and I love all the energy. It's just everyone's so happy. I love this time of year.
A moment that marks the beginning of the holiday season in Chicago. If you missed the ceremony, we have a full list of all the fun activities on fox32.com. Reporting at Millennium Park, Leslie Moreno, Fox 32 Chicago.
And if you're now in a holiday mood, Zoo Lights is officially open. We have new video from Lincoln Park. Plus, it is New Music Friday. We'll listen to some of the new tracks together next.
you only check.
Holiday lights are starting to take over the suburbs too, and Wheaton's getting competitive with it. The city's Light Up Wheaton contest is open. If you want in, you have to send a photo by noon December 11th. There are 3 categories. All the how-to stuff is on fox32chicago.com for you. And if you'd rather walk through a display, then build one. Zoo Lights is back tonight at Lincoln Park. It runs from 4:30 to 9. It's closed on Tuesdays, and it's open through the 4th, January 4th. Tickets range from $7 to $20. Let's take a live look outside, looking peaceful tonight. Lights doing what they do best, the glowing. Mark is here to get us ready for the weekend.
Zoo lights look pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's always something to see. That and the Arboretum lights that they have.
Absolutely. Should be a good weekend for both. Okay. Nothing too cold. Should be dry. We've got some sunshine coming our way both Saturday and Sunday. Now, you look outside right now and you look at this and it's like, hey, it's still cloudy. It is cloudy. Good observation. We're going to see those clouds here for the next couple of hours. However, look at the winds have now swung to the north at 7 miles per hour, and our weather is starting to dry out in that part of the atmosphere where the clouds are. We will be sweeping those clouds out overnight tonight and also drying out from this rainfall, which we've had for much of the late afternoon into the evening anyway. This rainfall has been along in south of Interstate 80 for the most part. There's been some decent pop-up rainfall amounts, especially in northwest Indiana, right along the upper Kankakee River Valley. But all of that rainfall and eventually all of that cloud cover continues to clear out as we go through the evening hours. 44 degrees right now along the lakeshore, 43 at O'Hare, 44 degrees at Midway, 30 starting to fall in along the Wisconsin state line where those clouds have thinned out, 37 degrees in Rockford, 37 degrees right now in McHenry. Well, your satellite radar does show this elongated area of rainfall, which was stretching at one point this evening from basically Nebraska all the way into Pennsylvania, just kind of nicking our area, not affecting us here in the city, but points to the south certainly saw some rainfall. Tomorrow, we're going to start out with lots of sunshine, end up with partly cloudy skies during the afternoon. Temperatures tomorrow around 51. We do 53 on Sunday with more sunshine. By Monday, clouds are back. Chance of rainfall, especially late in the day, and especially Monday night into Tuesday. That's going to be our best chance of rainfall. 55 on Monday, and we're still in the 50s on Tuesday as well. Clouds, showers move away. This is tomorrow morning. Bright sunshine to greet your day. As we go towards the afternoon, a few clouds fill in, but still a pretty nice day. Partly sunny skies. And again, temperatures back in the 50s. More sunshine on Sunday, and temperatures again back in the 50s for Sunday. So your forecast looks like this tonight. Clearing skies, overnight low temperatures down to around 33. Tomorrow, sunny skies in the morning, partly cloudy skies in the afternoon. We make it up into the 50s, above average. Sunday looks just as good, 53. Here comes the rainfall. Rainfall we need Monday night, especially into Tuesday morning. Temps stay in the 50s Monday and Tuesday, 40s on Wednesday, and 30s for Turkey Day.
You can wave that wand all you want, but you have no real power.
It's not just the new Wicked movie fans are excited about today, but the music too. So before you head into the weekend, here's what's hitting streaming. The Wicked for Good soundtrack has 11 tracks, including 2 new songs made just for the movie.
Because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just
This one is For Good. Had so many people sobbing in the theaters last night when I went to go see it. Fans of the stage show will catch this. The Wicked Witch of the East finally gets an official recording after never making the original Broadway album.
You could search your whole life never to find what's standing right in front of you. It's always a simple thing.
Okay, Neo, not mad at this. Neo also slipped out something new today. It's called Simple Things. You'll hear a little country in it. Not a surprise since he was just at the Country Music Awards last week.
The kids are watching their guys on television, but I keep on changing. Oh, I keep on changing.
And while the Jonas Brothers tour keeps moving city to city, Kevin Jonas stepped out on his own with his first solo track ever. It's called Changing. Hey, I like this. That beat drop was kind of nice. If you're more of an EDM person, Sammy J and Fred Again dropped a new one called Winnie. And Fred Again is actually playing at Navy Pier right now. And yep, Sammy is right there with them.
I'm Tina Wynn. Later in sports, the NFC North leading Bears will look to make it 4 straight wins on Sunday when they face the Steelers, and they'll have to do it without their top 3 linebackers. The latest on their status and whether Pro Bowl cornerback Jalen Johnson could return.
The Bears are hoping to have the last word against their nemesis. Aaron Rodgers was back on the practice field for a second straight day wearing a brace on his left wrist. He's officially listed as questionable, but Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin said they'll see where the weekend leads them. For more on the Bears injuries, we go to Tina Nguyen at Hallis Hall.
With the defensive injuries continuing to pile up with multiple linebackers sidelined and TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds, and Noah Sewell, it's a next man up mentality for Dennis Allen's unit as they'll have to rely on DeMarco Jackson and rookie Ruben Hippolyte.
I'm doing what I've been doing since training camp, so you know, I have a great relationship with all the guys on defense, so it's all good. I'm ready to go. It's on me, you know. I'm gonna be the one out there playing, so yeah, those guys are great. They support me and all that, but I mean, at the end of the day, no one's gonna help me prepare better than me.
So we're gonna be really smart with all these guys that are out there. You know, we got guys returning in the near future here, and guys that are playing on Sunday. We know it's going to be a quick turnaround.
With the Bears entering the toughest stretch of their remaining schedule, it also sets the stage for the possible return of Kyler Gordon and Jalen Johnson, both full participants at practice and listed as questionable against the Steelers.
Well, he's getting a lot of competitive reps over the course of this week, and so I noticed a sticky player. He's all over our receivers. It's good versus good a lot of times, and yet he's able to stay pretty close and pretty tight.
The Bears look to make it 4 straight on Sunday, and they've already shown they can win tight games, a testament to their toughness and late game composure.
How they're wired mentally. We know we're not out of it every minute. Within that 60 minutes is really important for us. And I think what's come to fruition is just the fact that these are a bunch of mentally tough guys, and they kind of step up to the plate when the pressure's on.
The Bears head into Week 12 against the Steelers as a 2.5-point favorite. And speaking of Pittsburgh, head coach Mike Tomlin said Aaron Rodgers was a partial participant on Friday. He's also questionable on Sunday. Reporting from Hallis Hall, I'm Tina Nguyen, Fox 32 Sports.
Thanks, Tina. And just a reminder, the Bears and Steelers meet Sunday in a first-place matchup at Soldier Field. Our team, Lou, Anthony, Cassie, and Tina, kick off game day coverage at 9:30 on Bears Game Day Live. The Blackhawks up north tonight facing the Buffalo Sabres. Sabres up 6-2 in the third period when Tyler Bertuzzi scores his second of the night, cutting it 6-3. But that's as close as they would get. Final score, Sabres win 9-3. We'll be right back.
Fox 30.